Hello and welcome to Working with Camera and Images in iOS Apps. My name is Nick Walter and it's a pleasure to be your instructor. I can't wait to get started with you. In this course, we're going to teach you how to not only work with images in iOS applications, how to import them, display them, but also allow you to interact with the iOS hardware, allowing the user to take a photo or get images from their camera rolls and display them in the app. So to start off, let me introduce myself. My name is Nick Walter. I've been an iOS developer for over 5 years with hundreds of thousands of app downloads. I've taught over 60,000 students how to code, and I love Swift. I think it's a great programming language. I started teaching when it came out because I loved its focus on beginners and doing things simply. So I'm a huge proponent of Swift, and I'm really glad that we're going to be using that in this course. So let me go ahead and give you a little course overview so you can see where it is that we're trying to move to teach you this new skill of working with images. We're going to start out first by learning about all the basics of images. Like I said, how to import photos, display them, particularly about how do we format them. Do we want to show the entire image? Do we want to zoom in on a particular place? Do we want our image to be dynamic so that, if it's really long or it's really tall, that we'll be able to fit that appropriately? We'll go over all of that. Next, we're going to learn about the camera basics. So the basic functionality of someone is using your iOS app and they can open up their camera, take a picture, and then you now as a developer have access to that image so you can either save it to their camera roll, use it in their app, whatever it is that you want to do. And then in the final section, we are going to be creating the collector app, which is essentially an app that allows the user to digitize a collection. So let's say you had a collection of stuffed animals. Essentially this app, you could take a picture of one of those, give the stuffed animal a name, and then you could then scroll through after you've taken pictures of all your stuffed animals and see your whole collection there right on your phone. So the great thing about this app is it sort of brings together the first two things that we've learned and it applies it to a practical real world app. So it's more than just learning about how those things work, but how do we do it in an efficient way. This app is going to be using core data in order to save the images, and we're going to learn about how to do that in the best way possible. It kind of takes the conceptual that we learned earlier and sort of rubber meets the road. How are we going to use this? So with that, what prerequisites do we have for the course? You need to have a Mac computer and you need to be running at least Xcode 9 in order to do this. And you should have some Swift knowledge, and if you need any prerequisites there, I have a ton of great courses here unpacked that will get you up to speed. So the last message is that you can do this. I am a self-taught learner, and I know that sometimes it can be really difficult to get things off the ground. You feel very alone. It's like, God, this thing's stuck and no one can help me with this. Well, I want you to know that you can. Keep persevering. I'm going to walk with you step by step with everything that you need, and just want to be a little bit of a cheerleader here for you to tell you that you've got this. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with our first video.